All right, this is the Illusion reporting from Malibu, California, somewhere on spaceship Earth. So I got home today and I was going to do another video, but then I was checking through my comments, and one of the cats from Project 45 was telling me he was stoked. I was stoked on his project because they got bummed out and apparently it had some vandalism up at the Project 45 deal. So I was like, you know what, man, I'm going to go check out their thing. This is my first actual look at a video of Project 45. What a bitchin' setup. But what I thought I would do, I would talk about a couple incidences of positive energy overtaking vandalism at do-it-yourself spots. When I first moved up to Portland, Oregon and started skating the Burnside, I remember I came down one day and someone had poured like toxic waste down the huge wall, like this tar or something, man. And it was pretty much a bummer, but the boys had called in the hazmat team. There was a hazmat team down there in fire trucks and dudes in spacesuits, scrubbing it down and cleaning it all up, and that was resolved. But you know, as with any do-it-yourself park, there's always going to be jealous opposition, man. People hate seeing people enjoying their lives and building when all they can do is destroy, right? So later on at the Burnside, they'd built the new corner, like the main drop-in corner that was built, like it was finished, and we had been digging that thing for a while. And I showed up one morning and someone had smashed off the corner, like ripped the metal coping out and smashed like the huge corner out of it, man. And I remember being so bummed out, dude. Like it was like an attack, right? Like they attacked like the Burnside, man. I love that place, man, with all my heart and soul. So there it was, right? And I was crushed because it was so bizarre to me. Like what a bizarre thing that was. And I was like, I don't know, like I thought it was over, like that was the end, right? Like the end of it was literally the end of the world for me that day. But, you know, I skated and then I came back like 3 days later and Red and the boys had fixed it, man. Welded on a new piece of coping, fully patched the corner and like rehabbed it. And that was my first exposure to how radical the concept of concrete and do-it-yourself parks are, because you can do no damage to them, man. You know, I saw the Burnside get toxic waste. It was removed. I saw the Burnside get smashed and it was fixed, man, because the positive attitude of do-it-yourself skaters can get through basically anything. As we're watching these kids build, man, this is pretty sweet. I gotta say, I'm pretty amazed by what's going on here. Can't wait to get to Montreal to skate it. I remember showing up one morning at Channel Street, man, and somebody had taken a bunch of like mattresses and couches and stuff and lit them on fire in the bowls, dude, right? And they'd burned all night, and the mattresses or whatever it was that burned had burned so hot that it had melted down into the concrete and spalled all the concrete. So when I showed up there, me and my buddy, the roster, showed up there at like 9 in the morning. There was like 4 of the most bummed out skaters you've ever seen staring at this destroyed concrete right in the G-spots. I mean, there was no avoiding it, right? And it was a kind of a bummer scene, dude. I gotta admit, when you see someone actively destroying a skate park, right? You're like, whoa, dude, that's gnarly. But came back a month later, they had gotten a concrete cutter in there or a concrete saw and cut the damaged concrete out and poured fresh concrete in, and today, I mean, you can see the scar there every time you skate Channel Street. but you can't feel it, man, because we always rebuild. And I want to share a story about the FDR Park in Philadelphia, man. You know, I was living out in Pennsylvania. I'd skate that a lot. And I went down there, and they were building a new section to it. But there were like two camps of like skaters. You know, there was like the hardcore do-it-yourself skaters, and then there was the guys who were working with the city. And the city wanted them to build the new section sort of lame. Like not extreme, not vert, you know? And the hardcore skater guys were like, screw that. So there was sort of a turf war going on with FDR, and I came down, and where the big giant capsule corner is, there's like a pool coping, the big pool coping wall that's, you know, like 10, 12 feet high. It's rad. And someone had come in and removed all the coping pieces, man. Like smashed the coping out. Like, dude, once again, I was bummed, but I'd been through the stuff at the Burnside, so I wasn't truly that fazed about it. But what I was more bummed about was the two skateboarding camps of the do-it-yourself movement kind of warring against each other, but taking it out on the skate park. Like, it didn't make any sense to me. And then I was down there, right after that was like 4th of July, and that's the big party there at the FDR. And there was like a rebellion, like a 1776 at the skate park, where the one crew that wanted it to be more vert just ripped out all the rebar. We're like, no, dude, we're not pouring concrete on this stuff. We need to dig it out and make it more radical. And so they just started ripping out the rebar, man. And it was pretty much a pretty rad experience, because it turned out to be so much better in the long run. Because if they'd built those bowls all shallow like they had been planned, it wouldn't have had the flow it had. And again, it was just more proof that, like, the do-it-yourself park is coming from source energy. So whatever occurs in it is just a product of the collective. And sometimes, man, as in every group, there's some sticks in the muds, man. There's some people with hidden agendas or have internal issues, and they're just not that stoked. And they're trying to insert themselves in a negative way because they don't know how to interact positively. So I just wanted to send a message to the guys at Project 45, man. Don't let any sort of vandalism or acts of negative energy affect your overall positive vibe, man. It just comes with the territory of the do-it-yourself experience, man. Because it is the ultimate freedom. It is something that most people cannot fathom. Working for free to build your own fantasy factory, man. You know, I'm nothing but stoked on you guys watching this video of you guys pouring your own concrete, man. You know, I've skated most of the do-it-yourself parks, man, and I definitely have to make my way to Montreal to come and skate with you guys, because I see it, man. I'm watching this video and I see the love and the dream making and the high frequency energy going on. And if you guys experienced a warble, man, it's only because you're doing it right, man. And there's always going to be jealous opposition, dude. But the way you defeat jealous opposition is you just rebuild. And if they destroyed some part of the park, man, jackhammer it out and pour again, man. Because from the looks of it, you guys got the skill and you got the energy. And you can't let anything slow you down, because that after all, is the concept of the do-it-yourself park, man. Just wanted to send some high-frequency energy up to the guys at Project 45 and let you know the illusion is truly motivated and stoked by you guys, man. Really am. Anyway, man, keep building and don't let anyone slow you down. Peace. This is the illusion. Hey, this is just an end note. If any of the, if whoever made that video is bummed that I just kind of talked over it and sort of pirated, just let me know and I'll instantly remove it, man, because, you know, I wasn't trying to like jack your guys' stuff. I just wanted to like stoke out on your guys' vibe, man, and I know that's sort of kind of like piracy, man, or plagiarism or something to like use your video, but I think I was doing it for a good cause, man. And if you guys have a problem, just let me know and I'll take it down. Peace.